wretched things harassing you throughout that underworld just won't give up, will they? Well, just keep killing them, I guess.
Hey, Your Highness, anything the matter, or just passing through? Happy that we get to chat like this of late, of course.
Sisyphus, don't take this the wrong way, but why are you helping me? My father stuck you here for an eternity of torment, and even still you greet me with a smile time after time.
Come now, Prince Ed, that's just the way I am. Besides, you're not your father, thank the gods. You always seemed a decent lad to me. And if you're saying you want out of here, why, I suppose I can relate, is all.
An offering to the finest boulder in all of Tartarus. Good chat.
How strange it is to be subjected to the fates. But do not fall into the cognitive delusion that they have already made your choices for you, son of Hades. Rather, they are keen about anticipating every choice that everyone shall make, such as the following.
Dearest, if my perfectly developed senses are correct, then you appear to be quite smitten with the little gorgon that you've met down there. Why, that must be adorable, if rather strange.
So, check it out, sis. The god of trash is here. Let's get to work.
You want the best cooking in all of Asphodel? You know where to go.
Zag, turns out I am quite the judge of character, and you men have an awful lot of it. I mean, you've given out how much ambrosia now? To all your mates and more?
Thanatos.
I have returned. Want to stand back and watch me work here, Zag? Prepare yourselves.
You better.
Are you ready for this, boss? Got you the Premium Express this time. Absolute cream of the crop right here. You're gonna go real far.
You. Even with this armor, I was unable to best you one-to-one. Perhaps I lack as yet the necessary training to take full advantage of its benefit.
I don't suppose you have some good acquaintances with whom to train until such time as you see fit to face me once again?
No. King Theseus is occupied with preparations of his own. You are my good acquaintance now.
Did Dionysus truly visit you before? He tends to seek out revelry, not conflict. I'm pleased to know he's making himself useful here.
My chariot and I stand ready for you, demon. And I assume Asterius as well. I feel it in my phantom heart. We shall not fall to you this time.
You know, my opinion of the Macedonian Tau Lambda has fallen precipitously of late. Though perhaps it's not the chariot, but the driver.
Silence! Show me a finer chariot driver anywhere within Elysium. Why, you cannot! I'll run you down for such an insult to my pride!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
I can go. I'm back, Father.
I was reviewing the terms of the Pact of Punishment to which you are bound. Even when my servants resorted to extreme measures, they were still unable to surpass you then. So now, it is my turn.
Caught you unprepared, did I? After Theseus and his Macedonian, I have expected to see you thundering around on some golden chariot of your own drawn by sable steeds, that sort of thing. But it's just you.
It is just me indeed. However, that should be more than necessary here. No holding back this time, Zagreus. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Now, Cerberus.
I've heard that your reports have been immaculate of late, Hypnos. I have to know, who's helping you with them? It can't be Zagreus.
Oh, no, he doesn't help. It's just, I took to listing only the important stuff up top and spending just a bit more time on the priority reports, and guess it's working out.
Look, whatever the case, the work's improved. It's been observed. You ought to keep it up.
Aw, thanks.
Good work, Hypnos. I wanted to ask you more about Nyx and Chaos, sir. So they just drifted apart? I mean, why not just keep in touch? I don't understand. How hard is it just to say hello from time to time?
It can be harder than you know. For someone like Nyx, she was responsible for no small part of creation herself. As her relationship with Chaos grew more strained, she gave birth to strife, misery, doom, sons and daughters you don't hear about too much.
What, really? I've never heard Hypnos or Thanatos mention any of them, let alone Nyx. They sound like a handful. Where are they? What happened?
I don't know, lad. On the surface, I suppose. My point is, Nyx had her own problems to contend with. Dealing with her brood, governing the underworld all on her own before your father arrived. Her relationship with Chaos suffered for it.
Yeah, I can see that. I got you more ambrosia, Dusa, and I hope this is okay. I figure maybe you could use this for the lounge, special events, guests, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry that I flew away last time you brought me something like this, Prince. I mean, Zagreus. It's really strange for me to call you that. When I started here, they told me not to even speak with you, and now, here we are.
Well, look, if I listened to everything I was told, my life would be a lot different and a lot worse off, I think. So, who cares what anybody says? I enjoy your company.
And I enjoy yours, too. It wasn't long ago that I was just a lonely Gorgon head all by myself in the big underworld, looking for steady work. And then I heard about the opening here in your father's house. Well, I got it. It seemed too good to be real, and then there was you.
I remember when we first met. You were carrying 3 bowls for Cerberus and bumped right into me. It all went flying, but you cleaned up half of it before it hit the ground, and flew away before I got your name. I thought I'd never see you again.
I was so embarrassed. Worse, I thought I was done for here. But I got another chance. That was your doing, wasn't it? You've been looking out for me all this time. That's so sweet of you. I don't know how to thank you. I better put this ambrosia away for safekeeping, okay?
See you, Dusa.
The hellish watchdog snarls at the listless shades crowding about the court.
Each failure brings new opportunities for self-reflection, right, my friend?
All right, I'm off. Nyx, you're back. So, how did things with Chaos go? Please tell me it went well.
It did. It did go well, my child. I appreciated having had a chance to reconnect with my great ancestor. Thanks to your generosity, to both of us. We had to make up for a great deal of lost time.
So what happens now? You're back on speaking terms, then does it mean Chaos will stop by for a visit soon, something like that?
Chaos is comfortable in their realm. I may, however, visit every now and then, keep them apprised of what unfolds up here. Beyond that, Chaos knows better than to exert too much influence upon this realm, beyond having already formulated it and everything.
I see. Well, take care of each other, please. Nyx, if you'll forgive me this transgression for a moment, I would like for you to have this vintage bottle of ambrosia, please. You can hand it off to Megara as contraband, but just in case, I wanted you to have it first.
Ah, a crystal bottle come all the way from the highest peaks of Mount Olympus to these depths within the earth. Your father always said he hated it.
Though father does have questionable taste.
I accept this gift with gratitude. This is a delicacy I have not experienced myself. Perhaps I may yet save it for appropriate occasions still to come. Thank you, my child.
I thought about it more, Mother, and I would like very much if you and Father were to share this. Though, maybe don't let on where you got it, just in case.
This is splendid, Zagreus, but please, if there's one thing I've learned since we met, It's that the trust we share is at the very foundation of our relationships. Why shouldn't he know who this is from? Besides, I think he could figure it out.
Well, when it came to the Olympians, you said yourself that there was only so much truth that they could tolerate. Are you sure Father would be tolerant knowing I got this for the both of you?
I'm sure enough. And if he isn't, I suppose it's more for me.
Well, just as long as someone puts it to good use.
You know I always wanted to be a mother, Zagreus. But after you were born, I was certain I had lost my chance. Then one fine morning you just walked into my life. And here we are. I still cannot entirely believe it. What I mean is, I love you, son. I'm doing my best.
I know. I love you too, Mother.
Tell me something, Zagreus. Sometimes I fear. Do you hate him? I mean your father. Regardless of his intentions. It sounds as though he made your life extraordinarily difficult. All his pent-up fear and anger. You bore the brunt of it.
Do I hate him? Mother, I don't know that I hate anybody, really. The tales of him and the Olympians rending their immortal Titan parents to bits. I can't relate to how they must have felt. But I resented him for sure. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that entirely.
I understand. I think that when Hades told you he asked no forgiveness, he understood as well and meant it. Well, for all his failings, I'm thankful that he did not teach you how to hate. For your own sake, if not for his.
Sometimes I think he tried. Hey Meg, you're off duty, aren't you? Look, I was just hoping you might want to split this with me. Best if I could find out there and I would give it all to you. It's just, maybe you wouldn't mind some company. From me.
You sound a little tongue-tied, Zagreus. Just like you always used to around me.
You're not exactly easy to approach, you know. So, how about it then? Care for a drink with me?
Open it up and we can go from there. You should have seen the look on your face. You act a lot more confidently now. Though, I think deep down you're still that inexperienced little godlike that you used to be.
And I think deep down you're not the heartless harbinger of retribution that you want for everyone to think you are. But I can keep your secret if you're willing to keep mine. What do you say?
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail, Zagreus. You'd stoop to that with me?
No, I was just... That's not what I meant at all.
I just want to see you squirm. Thanks for the company and for the drink. Guess I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, thanks.
Look at this guy over here. You want to fight me, boyo? Well, hop to it, stat.